Yo, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, Breevas and Waz? It's your boy Breeva here. I'd like to give a special shout out to Flying Fish Takeaways out here in Pimpama, Gold Coast, Queensland. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video. I appreciate it so much. Unfortunately, guys, this podcast, we missed the first minute of it, but it was all good, man. Like, we got great content out of it. Our man XY Latu really made this interview amazing. It made it what it was. If you guys watch it all the way to the end, there's a special surprise, we'll call it. Special surprise for you guys right at the end. But yeah, shout out to XY Latu, man. Can't thank the brother enough for that. Shout out to the 4am family on Bigo. That's the family that the agency that XY Latu is a part of. Thank you guys for allowing me to have that time with him. Also, a big shout out to Blacklisted, my agency. Shout out to the 808s. Shout out to everyone on Bigo, man, trying to make that hustle. Hey, it's your boy Breeva. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Peace.
Islanders and Māoris, church plays a big part in our life, which also goes into music. So were you guys heavily in the church, and the choirs and all of that?
Yeah, 100%, man. My parents, my mom was like one of the strongest, believers I know, man. She, regardless, sick, whatever, she'd find some sort of way to go to church and stuff like that. Same with my dad. My dad just follows my mum, man. She's the boss pretty much. She was the boss. And they were heavily into church. My mum was always in choir, so learning how to harmonize and stuff like that really helped me out being in the choirs. I had no choice. I was pretty much forced into choirs, but I'm glad she did because it really helped out with my singing and recording and stuff. So but yeah, we grew up as Mormons, and my mum and dad were I can't remember what religion they were before, but they were converted into the church and we were brought up as Mormons. But it was good, man. They were not really heavy into the traditions, but some traditions they would have in the house, but yeah, not all of them. Not as strict as some Tongan families that I know, heavily into the traditional side of things. But yeah, it never really played that much in our house. Yeah, but church was church was a big part in our family, and kind of still is. It kind of still is. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So just for the Tongans out there who claim to be your, because they saw you on TV, right? What actual village is your mum and dad from in Tonga, bro?
My mum's from Hunga, my dad's from Vava'u.
Nice, brother.
Yeah, I got my mum's right, actually.
No, that's my cousin.
But yeah, it's I think it's either my mum's from. I think it is. I think I'm right. Hopefully.
Yeah. When's the last time you went back to the islands, bro?
When's the first time? I haven't been there. Yeah, I haven't been to Tonga. Man, it's weird. I've been to almost every other island except for Tonga, but we did plan to go last year, but obviously COVID hit. And so we were going to go to Tonga and Greece. So my wife is from Greece, so we were going to go to Tonga, but it didn't happen. But we're definitely planning for the probably not this year, but next year.
Yeah,
Tonga,
nice, bro.
Yeah, Tonga's definitely on the list.
Saving the best for last day, bro. Saving the best for last day.
Yeah, I've been to every other island, bro, almost. And the only probably two other islands that I haven't been to is Tonga and Samoa.
Alright, my bro. So we're gonna jump ahead from the childhood, bro. We're going to the 2005, and I think you know what happened in 2005. Their first introduction into TV, bro. So originally, apparently, you only knew Jesse, was it? And you guys had your own group called Rough Diamonds. Is that right?
Yeah. Wow, how did you know that? Yeah, Rough Diamonds. Wait, was it?
No, I'm not a stock or anything, Docs. I got it.
Damn. Yeah, not a lot of people know that. I don't know who you arm wrestled to get that. Wow, rough diamonds. Holy shit. Oh, can we swear on the podcast or not?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Open.
Oh, yo. Okay. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so it was me and Jesse. Me and Jesse went to the auditions for X Factor, the first X Factor in Australia. That never happened. Apparently, it never happened. But yeah, we met the other three guys there, and they were called 315 at the time. So that was Donald, TJ, and Wayne. Yeah, did you? I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
What was that?
Now tell us your story, bro. We want to hear the stories.
Oh, yo. Okay, so me and Jesse originally went there. Actually, no. You know what, Jesse? He originally was going to go by himself, and I was there for support. Like, I didn't really want to go on it because I originally I've already been on a show before that, and it was Pop Stars, and I didn't want to go through that again. But I went there for support, and he pretty much asked me to do it with him, and I was like, So then last minute I was like, okay, I'll do it. And we met the other three guys there, and we didn't know them. We've heard of them, but we didn't know who they were personally. Yeah. And then we were in the audition line. We just had a jam, and man, it sounded pretty good, pretty damn good. Yeah. So we had a crazy idea to just audition together as a group, and because we sang "Shake You Down" by Gregory Abbott. Yeah. And it sounded really good, but then they said we couldn't use the guitar because we were singing with the guitar, and then we had to make an a cappella version. So we went to the toilet for like 10 minutes, and we got together, made an a cappella version of it, and it sounded crazy, bro. And then we went in there thinking, you know what, whatever happens. And the lady was there, and we signed the registration form, and we said, we don't even have a name. She goes, what, you came here with no name as a group? And she goes, yeah, we just met each other on the line. She goes, that's random. And we said, yeah, that'll do. So we wrote random, and like, because if we knew we were going to win the show, we would have obviously chosen a better name, but it is what it is. And so we wrote down random, and then next thing you know, like, we're in the finals, and then we won. That was crazy. It was such a crazy time, man.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
And to me, I was just gonna say, like, to be Polynesians to win an Aussie TV show was huge because no Polynesians have done it at that time. And then when we did it, it was nuts, bro. It was nuts. Like it went, like it was almost. We couldn't walk anywhere without getting mobbed at that time, and that was crazy. That was crazy to me. Yeah, life was different after that.
And bro, you know, touching on that X Factor audition, bro, that almost never actually happened, bro? Because one of your group members was meant to be on tour with someone else.
Good old Wayne, Good old Wayne the Wizard. So Wayne the Wizard, for those of you who don't know, he's a beatboxer, and he's really good too. He was one of the top beatboxers in Australia at that time, and they had a tour that was happening, and so the big drama that they made it out to be so massive, man. It was, TV, and anyway, we almost didn't get through because of that, but it just made really good TV. And so because he was touring at the same time, and it would mean that Mark Holden, who was our mentor at that time, would have to pull him out of that pull him out of the Beatbox Alliance to do the whole random thing. And end of the story, they eventually pulled him out, and random was formed.
Man, that is so awesome. It was almost a career that never happened, bro. But on TV,
and everyone, a lot of
drama twice. That's so bad.
Say it again.
So, like on TV, bro, like they made it so dramatic, bro. But was it actually that dramatic for you guys?
Nah, because we didn't know what was going on behind the curtains. We just sat in a room for hours, and then they came back to us and said, "Yeah, you guys made it through." And that was basically it. So we didn't know what was going on. Like, they didn't even say that we might not. Oh no, they did. Yeah, they told us that, yeah, you might not get through, but it didn't seem. I think it was because we were just young and naive, bro. Like, we just went, well, whatever happens, we're not going to win it anyway. And then, yeah, we got through. So I don't think we took it. We did take it seriously, but we kind of halfway through, we started realizing, man, we could probably get into the finals. But yeah, at first we were just playing around. So when they said, "Oh, you might not make it through," or whatever, it wasn't really nothing to us because we didn't go in there with the plan to win. This is crazy. Bloody Polynesian.
Hey, bro, I was just about to say that Polynesian guys just meet in the line and all of a sudden win, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, so you mentioned his name, Mark Holden, bro, being your guys' mentor. Like, what did he bring to the group, and how was it being mentored under him?
He was actually quite cool. He brought a lot of experience with him, and he just gave us tips. And look, to be honest, man, like, these shows make it look like we hang around them all the time, but we don't really. But when we did, he did give us a lot of good advice and all that sort of stuff. And like, we just knew that because we loved the Temptations, because he wrote the song. What is it? Oh, Lady Soul.
Lady Soul.
So Mark Holden. Yeah, so he wrote that song. So we were excited to, because we had our own version of that. Oh no, we didn't have our own version. Like, we made up our own version of that on the spot. Like, because we auditioned and we could pick a song, and we thought that doing that would increase our chances of getting through. Let's go. No, but it's he was awesome at when the times we hung out with him. It was cool. Like, he really gave good advice, and even outside like of the show, on what we can do and stuff. But after the show, that's where it kind of ended, really. Yeah, which was unfortunate, but there was a lot of things that happened after the show that we can talk about later.
Yeah, later. So yeah, bro. Moving forward from that one, bro. June 2005, you put out the song "Put Your Hands Up," bro. Bro, that went massive. That went number 7 on the Australian Aria charts, bro. Like, where did that song come from, bro?
Where are you getting this information from?
When I said I was nervous about this, bro, I spent 4 a.m.s, 5 a.m.s, 6 a.m.s on the computer finding every little website outside of bro.
It was a funny story, man. So, it was when that song, they asked us to give us all the originals that we've had and the ones that we recorded, and only 2 of the songs that we gave made it onto the album. And funny enough, they gave us a whole heap of songs and said, we want this song to be a first single, and it was called "Put Your Left Hand Up." So it wasn't really "Put Your Hands Up," it was "Put Your Left Hand Up." And in our head, we're just like, what? Why the fuck would you put your left hand up? Like, it just made no sense to us. So we were arguing back and forth, like, saying, "Oh, we don't like the song, first of all, and why would you put your left hand up?" But they were really pushing that to be our first single, so there was kind of a kerfuffle that went through until, like, I think about a couple of weeks later, we all decided, like, let's just do it. But if we're gonna do it, can we say "put your hands up" rather than "put your left hand up"? And so there was that compromise, and they said, yeah, you can do that. So we did, and when they so we got the first idea first, and we didn't like it. So our producer at that time reproduced it, and then we liked it a little bit better. So and then we went with that, recorded it, released it, and we were pretty happy with it when it came out. Like it was very, very poppy. It was probably a song we weren't expecting to be our first release, but a lot of people liked it. So, and it's got, look, at the end of the day, it's got good memories attached to it so every time I hear it, I don't go, it gives me good memories. So it is what it is.
100%. And then, bro, you guys followed up with your next single, Are You Ready? And then, bro, you want to give us the background on that one?
Yeah, so that was one of the songs that we originally done, but we all got together and wrote that one with the producer, and made that our second single. So that was good. We were happy with that release, and we got to do a video clip in Brisbane and Sydney, and that was pretty cool. At that time, that track was pretty cool. It's still pretty cool.
Well, not to sound like a stalker or anything, but that one made number 20 on the Aria Chart, just so you know.
Let's go. Yeah. Bro, not even I know this stuff.
So, bro, pretty much, this group was on a high. Like you said, you guys couldn't go anywhere without being mobbed. I'm sure the Pacific community was like gathering around you and so proud that you guys had won this Australian show. Like, how was all of that to deal with?
It was weird, man. It was so surreal. Like, our lives pretty much changed that after we won it. It was a little bit overwhelming at times because we didn't go when they're expecting to win. Like, we didn't prepare ourselves mentally of the aftermath, of like sitting down to have dinner and then people coming up to you and go, can I use photos, and it's like just constantly you can't eat. Like, you can't eat properly. You kind of have to order food and just stay home. Like, if you don't like that, but I like that shit. So I'm old. But sometimes it gets to the point where you just want to be like left alone, and you can understand why celebrities are the way they are, because it can be overwhelming at times. But it was. I mean, for what it was cool. You kind of just have to accept that this comes along with the package of of fame, and you wouldn't be the person you are without these people that come up to you. You wouldn't be who you are. And they help you get a status that allows you to financially set yourself up. So without these people, you just got to take it, man. You got to take it on the chin. If you're willing to go out and do some shopping, you have to go, okay, I have to prepare myself that there's going to be people who want to take photos. But then, then you have to be respectful in a way where you can just say, hey guys, we'll do 5 minutes of signing, and then I really have to go. You can be nice about it or whatever. But it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved the whole attention thing at that time. It was cool as.
Nice, brother. Alright, bro. So, pretty much, bro, I don't know if we're allowed to touch on this, or if you really do want to touch on this, but, what sort of led to the, the breakup of Random, bro? Because, I mean, you were there 1 second, and then it just, whistled down and quietened down. So, if we can, bro, are we able to touch on that?
Yeah. No comment. Nah, jokes. Jokes. Yeah, of course we can touch on it. So obviously, being in a group like that you just formed and got together, it's not easy to be on the same page. It's not always. It's not. You can't 100% like be good all the whole time. So there were times where we all had different visions on where we wanted to go, but it wasn't just that. Like, there was the label wasn't pushing us as much as we hoped, and it's almost like they put us on the shelf. So we signed a 5-album deal, and they kind of put us on the shelf. And like, I don't know if this is what really happened, but this is what I saw from our side. I don't know what was from the label side, but I just felt like they weren't pushing us, and we were kind of sitting there, we moved our lives to Melbourne and lived there, and it just, like, I never saw my kids, I hardly got to see my kids, like, it was on and off. So I really felt like I had to make a decision to say, look, I'm going to go home and do my own thing. And the other boys wanted to do the same thing. I won't speak for all of them, but on my end, I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home to my family and be with my family and just do my own thing. So collectively, we came together and said, look, let's request to get out of this contract and just go and do our own thing. We requested to get the contract done. And lucky enough, the labels let us go, because most of the time, those big labels will not let you go. They would just keep you on the shelf and not let you do anything. But they let us out of our contract, so we got out of that. And then this other label hit us up and said if we wanted to sign under them, which was cool, because we could do a second album and we can do the album our way and all this stuff. So we decided to go with them. So then we stayed in Melbourne for almost 2 years, I think, maybe 2 years, but it was on and off. We tried back and forth because I had to go see my kids. And then that didn't work out either, because a lot of things happened. It wasn't anyone's fault. It was just shit timing. It was just shit timing. Everyone, our manager was really sick, and we all just had different minds on which we should push and stuff like that. And it just came to the point where we just said, look, we're all going to go back home and just leave it at that and just do our own thing. So then we left it, and we kind of went our separate ways. We still stay in touch. We still consider ourselves brothers and family. And we still stay in touch with the boys and stuff like that. But that's kind of the story, the quick version anyway. Of how we broke up and went our separate ways. But it is what it is, and I guess we're all happy in our positions now, where we are now. But that's basically it, bro. That's basically what happened from my perspective, anyway. Like, the boys might have something different, but that's what I saw.
No, and then so after going from Melbourne and then coming home, did you jump straight back into music and doing the solo thing, or did you just embrace some of your family first and then progress back into the music scene?
I definitely I just took my time. I didn't really, like, music kind of wasn't a priority for me at that time. Like, I just had enough, and I wanted to get away from the attention and all that sort of stuff, because it made, like, I found out, being in that show, you find out the bad side of, the cold side of the industry. Who's really your friends, who really loves you. Like, it's all smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to trust. And I was young at that time, so I was learning a lot, and I think it was really overwhelming for me. So I kind of had a break and just spent time with family, still doing music every now and then. Like, I would do gigs and stuff like that, but not really as an artist. And then after that, I kind of, like, to be honest, there's a lot of things that are blank to me around that time, because I don't know whether I was just going through some sort of minor depression or whatever. But I was just happy to be with my family. And eventually down the line, I started a record label. And it was called, because my brother-in-law passed away from cancer, and he was a rapper, and his name was Voice Control, and we started a record label on his behalf, and my sister was the investor. Now this is a story I don't really, like a lot of people don't really know, but anyway, when he passed away, he always wanted to start a record label, and so we started a record label on his behalf. My sister was the investor in the whole project, and we had this artist on the label, talented rapper. I'm not going to say his name, but he was good. He was good at what he did, and he had a friend that came in that wanted to invest as well. And long story short, we found out that he was stealing money. He was stealing money out of the company, and that money that my sister invested was money that my brother-in-law left before he passed, and it was for the kids. And she wanted to do this on his behalf, and then this guy was stealing money, and it was about $100K that he stole out of there. And man, when I found out that he did that, I wanted to kill him, like literally, wanted to kill him. And man, my sister has got such a good heart, man. She's got a good heart, man. She just said, just let it go. Let it go. And I just I was in a bad place at that time. I still feel like every time I talk about it, I just want to fucking I'll tell you this much, like if I see him, like someone has to hold me back. Someone will have to hold me back, but I was in a dark place at that time and wanted to just not do music at all. I left it for a while, and I tried to just be with my family the whole time. Years went past. I kind of let that go a little bit. I don't know how I'll feel if I ever see the guy again, but I let that go, and I tried to start another label again years after. It didn't work out, but I kind of left all that, and now I'm at a place where I'm really, really happy with my music. I've got a publishing deal with the Hit Music Factory, and I'm really happy because it suits my life at the moment, suits where I'm at, and helps. Like I can still spend time with my family, yet still do what I love, and obviously it led up to The Voice. I don't know. I mean, if I'm going too far forward,
no, bro. This is your podcast, bro. This is your podcast, brother.
And I didn't want to be an artist. Like I made it. I solidified it in my head and my heart to not be an artist ever again. Like I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. To not make a label anymore and all this sort of stuff because I couldn't handle it. And then the opportunity to be on The Voice, came along, and I said I didn't say no. I just didn't answer the back because they asked me to come on the show, and I didn't answer them. And my wife usually takes care of my emails, so when she saw the email, she said, "Why don't you go and do it?" And I said, "I can't. I don't want to do it." But she laid out the pros and cons on how this will be great for our business. And I saw the opportunity there, and I said, okay, I'll go do it. So I went and did it. And I'm actually glad I did, because it really broke down a lot of barriers on how I was feeling about that time with the music industry. I mean, it's still the same kind of show, but it, like, for myself personally, to be on that stage and just to perform in front of a lot of people and to be on TV, it like broke down a lot of things that were playing on my mind, and it put my mind at ease. Yeah. Like, I felt like if I didn't do that, the rest of my life I'll just be like, what if I did that? And I hate that feeling. So yeah, thanks to my wife, I got to go in there and just fill in those gaps, if you would put it that way. Yeah, just to go in and fill in those gaps. But yeah, I'm happy I did. Yeah, I'll kind of stop there.
Nice, bro, nice. Bro, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for sharing that story, bro. Like you said, bro, it must have been so hard to share that with all of us, bro. But on behalf of the Breevas and Wives, bro, we absolutely, bro, we appreciate that so much. But let's get on to some happy topics, bro. Bro, 2016, bro. It only came across my office desk yesterday. Bro, want to tell us about your daddy-daughter duo, bro, and your little covers that you used to do with your daughter, brother?
Oh, yo, yeah. Funny enough, man, like, my daughter never sung to me growing up. Like, she never did. She would always be real shy. And I would hear her hum every now and then down the hall or whatever. But I'll just so you guys know, just so the reason why I didn't really hear her sing is because, like, I got married when I was 19 for about 5 years, and then I divorced with my wife at that time, and I had 2 kids with her, and they were my 2 oldest that I have now. And my youngest is to my wife now that I'm with. So a lot of the time, you know, because I wasn't around them 24/7 because I didn't have, you know, primary custody of them, I never really got to hear much of her singing and stuff like that. So when she finally turned, I think it was like 17, she would stay more with me, and then she started singing. I was like, what the hell? Like, she actually sounded really good. And so I asked her, I said, would you mind doing a video singing with me? And she said yes. And then we did Ordinary People for the first, and this is the first time I actually heard her sing properly, like a whole song. So we're in the bathroom and singing. I was just like, man, this is crazy, because she sounded like really good, and that video did really well. But my daughter now, man, she is a killer singer. She's so good. Like, she's ready to be vocally, she's ready to be an artist. I just think she's finding herself at the moment, because she loves singing. She would sit up in the bathroom. She sits in the bathroom, right, and just for hours, just sings for hours. So she loves singing, but she just doesn't have the passion to be an artist right now. Yeah. But I think she's just really trying to find herself, find her place in the music scene at the moment. And when she does, man, she's gonna blow everyone away. I tell you, she just 100%. Gets, yeah. But yeah, that video. That video is the first time I ever heard her sing. And I was on top of it.
Right. Oh, bro, like I was just about to say, I'm guessing the emotions for you would have been ecstatic and somewhat surprised, bro. Like, all the feelings came through your body, bro, at the time when listening to it.
Oh, I had goosebumps, man. Like, I almost forgot how to, like, play the song, because I was just like, whoa. And I was thinking, ching ching. I was thinking, new house, new car. No. But I was just blown away, man. And I was like, man, I want to get her recorded straight away. And we started recording and stuff, but I think she was like thrown between what she really wants to do. Well, yeah. I think she's man. Me at that age, I wasn't singing like that at that age. She was like, yeah, crazy.
Just born with it, brother. Just born with it.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry. I can't see your comments, but I just swiped it now, so I can see the comments now. I'm pretty sure I could just ignore it. But yeah.
So, bro. Also, another thing that we talked about a little while ago. You're actually vegan, brother. How's
yeah?
Where did that all come from, and like what sparked that change?
I was doing a gig in PNG, and one of my mates went on a vegan challenge. So he went on a vegan challenge, and I kind of didn't really know what that was. I knew what a vegetarian was, but I said, "Oh, what's a vegan?" And he was like, "Oh, you just eat plant foods." And I go, "Oh." I was like, "Eh?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Hell!" I was like, hell. Like my mom was like oblivious to what a vegan was, and I was like, "How do you eat just plants, bro?" And I guess there's like a lot of questions that I get now. Is like, how do you do it, man? How do you just eat plants?
Yeah.
But anyway, he was on a 30-day challenge, and he goes, "Yeah," and he was telling me how good he felt. He goes, "Oh, I got all this energy, my digestive system's awesome," and I was like. Because I have my digestive system was like really bad, and he was like, "Yeah, it's really good." I was like, "Oh, can I do 30 days without eating any animal products?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could do it." So I tried it for like 30 days. First up, I tried it for 30 days, and then it was weird. It was weird though, because it was mentally challenging for me. But I felt good. I felt like honestly, after about 2 weeks, bro, it's all about the good poos, man. It's all about the good poos. Yeah. So when I had a good poo, I was like, "Yo, man, there's something about this vegan stuff, man." And so I was like, after 30 days, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep sticking to it." So I stuck it out for another 6 months. And I was loving it. And then I wanted to eat meat. I just smelled, like every time I smelled chicken, I was like, "Oh man, I gotta eat. I want to just try it." So I just tried little bits here and there. And I eventually went back to eating meat for about 4 months. And then obviously my digestive system started playing up again and all the stuff. So I was like, "Nah, I'm not having this," because I hated that feeling. And I loved the way I felt when I was eating plant-based stuff. So I went back to it, and I haven't been back ever since. So it's been 4 years now. Wow. It's been 4 years, just no animal products.
Wow.
And I'll tell you this, bro. Nah, my daughter's vegan now. My daughter's vegan. My son's not vegan. My youngest one is probably 80% plant-based, and my wife's vegetarian. But here's the thing. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. No, it's all good. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. But this is anecdotal, so it's like this is just purely on my own experience. A year after being vegan, so before I could only breathe through one nostril. It was crazy. Like it was either one or the other. It was never both. I mean, very, very rarely I could breathe in both. But a year after, I could breathe through both nostrils all day, every day. I had eczema that was all over my arm, back of my leg, my back, around the side. I would get that like once a year. I haven't got it ever since I've been vegan. Recovery time in the gym is so much quicker. I just feel 100 times better than I did before. And I'm not even trying to sell it. This is exactly what happened to me. This was my experience. But I just feel bad for it. My mind is so much clearer. You know, sometimes you get that foggy mind, that foggy. I've never had that ever since I've become vegan, and also my digestive system's been sweet. But I've done a lot of research on it as well, and it's just made me realize, like, I've gone ethical with the whole thing now, so with the killing of animals and whatever. But it initially started off with health, so I did a lot of research and plant-based, whole foods plant-based, because you can eat unhealthy plant-based vegan stuff, but a whole foods, which means like the truest form of the food that you eat, a whole foods plant-based diet is the only diet recorded to reverse heart disease. And to me, that's a big factor because most of our people die from, heart disease, heart attacks, diabetes, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And whole foods plant-based, is the only diet recorded to ever reverse heart disease. So that was crazy to me.
That's awesome. And bro, I would have helped you lift my Sebastian, bro. But you done that with that stage.
Bro, to be honest, man, like, I was training hard out before that, but I hadn't trained for a while then, so I was hoping, oh man, I hope I can lift this guy. Anyway, I said, I'll try it. But they made it look like I was like real confident, like, because the way they cut it, they were like, oh, do you reckon you can lift a guy? And I said, oh, I don't know. And they goes, do you want to try? I said, oh yeah, but they cut out that part where I don't know. I said, I know. So like, do you reckon you can lift a guy? He goes, oh yeah. It made me sound like I love myself or something. Yeah. Anyway, and I was like, please. And then, I was able to lift him, so I was like, yo, yeah. Then I just flexed there. I just flexed the whole time. What's good? Who else wants to lift? Hey, Delta, come over here. I'll lift you up now. Hey, Kelly Rowland, come over here, girl. I can lift you up. Boy, George, you just stay right there. All right? You just stay right there, boy.
Oh, but awesome. But we're gonna touch on the very last subject, bro, and I'll save the special one for last, bro, because I've actually been watching you all over Instagram and all of that, bro. The business you set up, guide, Get You Dancing Entertainment, bro. Bro, can you fill us in about that, bro? Because I've been watching it and it looks amazing, brother.
Oh, thank you, brother. Yes, so Got You Dancing Entertainment is a business started with my wife and Ness Love and his partner. We went to a wedding. So me and my wife, Ness, and his partner, we all went to this wedding, a mutual friend of ours. And me and my wife initially had Got You Dancing Entertainment before we went there, but it wasn't a full-on business at that time. So, but we went to, it was in Fiji, and we did a they asked us to sing her down the aisle. So we're singing down the aisle, sang her down the aisle. Then they asked us to do a set at the reception, and we were like, yeah, sweet. So we did. It was almost like there was chemistry there, like something, it was kind of something special. And then after that night, I don't know if it was before the night or after the night we were talking about it, and we told them, says, oh yeah, we just started this business or whatever, and he goes, bro, what if we merge? And then I was like, straight away I was like, yes. I said yes to Ness because I just know how he works. I know his work ethic, and how he's just, he just goes for gold or whatever. So I wasn't hesitating. I just said, yep, let's do it. And then we did. When we got back home, we talked about it, and then we just put our heads down and just made it a proper, legit, business. And we've had it for 3 years now, and it's growing, man. Apart from the COVID stuff, from when we first started and then the second year, I think it was the second year, it grew like 200% from when it first started, and it's growing pretty well at the moment. So obviously, apart from the whole COVID thing, which kind of set us back a little bit, like right now we're doing quite well and it's growing slowly. But yeah, it's an agency like it, that we genuinely want to look after the artists. We initially created this agency to really give what the artists deserve, and when you do that for artists, you find out that they're a lot happier when they perform, because it's worth their time, and when they do that, the clients are happy, and it just creates a better vibe. Whereas if you, I've worked freelance for other agencies and stuff like that, but their pays are not that great, and you just go, why am I here? I don't want to even do this gig because I'm getting paid shit. Whereas if you do it the other way, if you really look at the artist, it brings you at the end of the day, it brings you more business, and and if it isn't, it's the artists that really make the night and help your business grow. So you gotta look after the artists. So when we approach artists, we try and give them as much as we can, rather than trying to make as much as we can and feed them little, But obviously there's some gigs where we can't pay that much, but we try and get more money, so that everybody's happy at the end of the day, because when they're happy, they create good vibes, the client's happy. Client will talk about it, word of mouth will spread, get these guys. And that's what Guide is all about. Guide Dancing Entertainment is all about. Is really trying to look after the artists.
And bro, where do you see, your business going in say 5-10 years, bro? Is it you trying to look global, trying to stay domestic, bro?
Absolutely, global. Yeah, we're trying to dip our fingers in everything, bro. We're trying to not just gigs. We're trying to we're slowly dipping our fingers into the sports entertainment. We're sponsoring a girl boxer. We're sponsored a girl boxer, and just trying to dip our fingers into everything, bro, and just see where it comes to take us. We want to make this as big as we can, and the only way we can do that is expand, so we do a lot of networking, and I think this app is great for that.
Yeah, 100%.
This app is super great for that, and we just want to see this business just grow, this brand just grow into something that when you look at it, I want to be a part of that team. I want to be with those guys, and the only way to do that is make sure the clients are happy, make sure the artists are happy.
100%.
And you only can do that with a good team, and I feel like we have a really good team, because our team's grounded. We're not 100% lost in business. We try to understand people's situations. We understand that people, we try not to get too lost in the whole business side of things. We just really try and look out to make sure everybody's happy, and not trying to just look out for ourselves.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I always tell everyone out there, bro, if you've got a team behind you, make sure that if one is poorly, bro, you're pretty much living proof of that, bro. You're always supporting.
No, I appreciate it, bro. No, I appreciate this, bro, because this is a great platform to be able to, to really express yourself properly. And the questions, not a lot of people ask those questions, and people get to know me because of this, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Bro, absolutely love this, bro. So we're gonna finish off, bro, with a bit of rapid fire question, bro, so we can get to know you.
Here we go. Let's go.
Sorry, brother. Getting a phone call. So, bro, let's go. Favorite food?
Polynesian food, but not anymore because I'm vegan.
Favorite color?
But if it was, bro, that.
Okay, bro, go back to what you were saying with the food, bro.
because but when before I was vegan, it was like Polynesian food.
Favorite rugby team.
But it's unhealthy. Favorite rugby. I'm just gonna go bias, say Broncos, just because I don't really follow rugby.
Favorite American team, whether it be NBA or NFL.
NBA. 90s Chicago Bulls.
Your musical inspiration.
Musical inspiration. Bruno Mars.
Favorite travel destination.
At the moment,
what would you do with $1 million? And what would you do with your last $10? I love it. Hey, thank you so much for jumping on this one, brothers. I totally appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish it off right here and right now with a number from Mr XY Latu. Once again, thank you, brother. Take it away.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. That's the awkward not starting. Hold up, bro. Sorry. Oh, no. I'll just give you some time. I've just got to turn this off for a sec and I'll turn it back on. But, bro, I just want to say thank you so much, bro, for having me on this day. I really appreciate you, man. Like, this interview means a lot to me, man. And thanks for giving me the platform to be able to talk. Thank you so much.
Also, guys, if you guys head over to Kimaya's let's go.
Let's go. Hey, can you hear the music all right? So it's not too loud. Hold on. Sorry, brother. Is that okay? I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you wanna do, it's alright with me. Yeah. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. When I want to spend my life with you, oh baby, since, oh baby, since we've been together, oh, we're loving you forever, is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to, and I'll never be untrue. Oh baby, let's stay together, loving you whether, I said whether times are good or bad, happy you said. Yeah, babe. Whether times are good or bad, happy you said. Tell me why, oh baby, why do people break up? Oh, then turn around and make up. I just can't see. Said you'll never do you said, tell me let's stay together, loving you well. I said whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. I said you loving me, you loving you, baby. Love, let's stay together. Ooh, loving you well. I said whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Woo!
Yeah, let's go. That's our man XY Latu from the 4 AM family. Shout out to the 4 AMs, shout out to the 808s, the Blacklisted, all of our family out there, the Honey Cartel. We all out here. Much love.
Thank you so much. Appreciate all the gifts. Thank you for staying, and I appreciate it, because I wish I'd go back and read all the comments, but yeah, much love, bro. Hey, appreciate you again, brother. Thank you so much, man.
It's alright, but I'll send you to the
link.
Hey,
yes,
thanks,
please.
Brother.
Option.
Yo, alright. Much love, brother.
Peace
Thank
and
you
love
again. Peace and love.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Wow, that was insane. That was cool, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and for all the love and the support, man. I appreciate you guys. I guess, how long was that? That was an hour. Yeah, another hour. Let's go. Nah, but again, thanks, guys. Appreciate you, man. Much love, and yeah, love you guys. Peace. Thank you.